Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to play a game about nostalgia, and that game is called the Trapper Keeper game. The Trapper Keeper game is a 2 to 5 player game where players are going back to high school or junior high, when you had Trapper Keepers, I guess, so in the 90s. And you're trying to get report cards, get parental signature slips, collect field trip notices, do some homework, get some notes from your friends, because that's really what school is all about. And you're trying to get more of that stuff than other players so you can be a better student than them, which equates to having more points. So that's essentially the game. So let's go back into the halls of 1992 and see how this baby plays. All right, so here's a game of Trapper Keeper, all set up for 3 players. Let me go over setup fairly quickly because it's pretty straightforward. You're going to shuffle these bell cards that are going to look like this, and you're going to take 6 of them, put them here, and you'll flip the top one. The orientation of this is important. It has to be the same orientation as the lockers you have out here. Then you're going to do 9 stacks of 9 lockers, flip the top card, and give each player a Trapper Keeper. The Trapper Keeper will be separated into 2 sides. There'll be a blue doodles and a red doodles, and it's also going to have the scoring breakdown and what all the doodles are. And that'll come in handy later. All right, first player will get the first player teacher's pet marker, and we'll go. So on your turn, you have an option. You have 3 options that you can do. You can take all the cards from a row, or all the cards from a column, or all the cards in this red pattern. So I could take this card, this card, this card, this card, this card, this card. What you're trying to do is you're trying to collect different sets of cards. So let me show you this one really quick. So this is a secret note from Lily. If you can get a bunch of different notes from all these different friends, if you can get 4 of them, you'll get 12 points. But they had to be from different students. Or you can collect homework, you can collect homework. Whoever has the most points gets 6 points, second most gets 3, and you can see each one has symbols. You're also trying to have the most of each symbol at the end of the game. Blue symbols and red symbols combined together, but just to determine which symbol you want, you have to put it on one side of your notebook. There are signatures, there are field trips, a whole bunch of other things, and then there are just quizzes that are worth straight points. So I'll go over the scoring a little bit at the end, and then let's go. So this player is going to take some stuff. So they want to take, they're going to do this. They're going to take this one, and this one. And they're going to put them in the red doodle side. So they'll open their book, put all these in the red doodle side, and it will look like that. All right, and then we will go to the purple player. Let's see. They want to take, signatures are hard to get, so they're going to actually do this. This one, and this one. So they have 2 homeworks, a parental signature, and yes, so what symbols do they want? They're going to go with blue doodles because they want to start collecting cubes. So you can see they have 3 cubes now. So we'll put that in their blue side. And then whenever it's the end of your turn and there are 3 cards left, you'll flip back up to have the 9 cards. Okay, and then it'll be blue player's turn. And they're going to take, they can do this pattern. So they're going to take this quiz, this signature, and this secret note, and they're going to go red doodles. So that'll give them 3 cubes and 2 S's. Put that in their Trapper Keeper. And then it'll be back to the first player. Whenever it comes back to the first player, we're going to reveal another bell card, which is going to give you another pattern that you can take, which in this case just happens to be the opposite of the last one. And then we'll go. So it's this player's turn. Let's see. They want to get some more secret notes. So they're going to take this one and this one. If there's not a card revealed, you don't get it. So they're going to do blue doodles. They want to start getting in the blue doodle game. So they'll put that on the blue side. And then for purple player's turn, they get a reveal. Nope, they still don't get a reveal marker. There's 4. So they're going to actually take the homework and the parental signature. And there's only 1 doodle, so they'll put that on the red doodle side. And then we'll reveal again because we're below 3. This takes the longest part of the game, is revealing these cards. Then it's blue's turn. They're going to take, they want to take these 2 secret notes, and they'll take the detention. Detention is tricky because whoever has the most gets no points. And they're going to do red doodles because they want to start with the tic-tac-toe. So they're doing red. They have a pile of red doodles in here. All right, and back to the first player. So we get a new bell card. And now we have this pattern. So these 3. This player is just actually going to collect homework. So they're going to take 3 homework. Let's do, the red doodles are better than the blue, so we're going to do red doodles for this player. And then it'll be flipping. It'll be the purple player's turn, and we're going to flip because there are only 3 left. And then they're going to take, let's see if they have a signature. They do have a signature. So they want, they're going to take these, the quiz, the field trip, and the secret note, and they're going to do red doodles because they want to get some hearts. So they're doing red. Let's see. All right, then it's blue player's turn. They're going to take, ooh, they want to get another signature too. So they're going to actually take these 2. No, they'll take 3. They'll take 2 homeworks and a signature. And they will do blue doodles because they want to do the faces. So they're going to do the little silly face, put it on the blue side. And then it's back to teacher's pet. So they'll flip a new card. So you can pick any, a row or column or any 2. So we'll have to refill. Alright, oh, this takes so long. Alright, so now it's teacher's pet's turn. What do they want to take? Let's see. I think they're going to try to get some more of these. So let's take, they want to take any 2. So they're going to take the math quiz, and they're going to take the secret. Oh no, they can just take this whole row. They're going to take this whole row. And they will do, they want to get in on the blue heart doodle game. So they're going to take that. Put that over here, get some blue hearts. Purple's turn. Let's see. They're going to go ahead and take out these homeworks. And they will do red doodles. So they're going to add these to the red side. They have a lot of red doodles. All right. And then it's this player's turn, but there needs to be cards flipped because you have to have, there's only 3 left. All right. Let's see. Boom. 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 All right. And then it's blue player's turn. They're going to take some secret notes. So they're going to take this secret note, report card, and a secret note. And they're going to do red doodles. There's more strategy to collecting doodles, but I'm just trying to show you how the game plays. Then it's back to teacher's pet. So we'll go to the next bell. So it's an L, anywhere that you can do an L. Let's see. So I actually want to do, I'm going to do the L. So I'm going to take these 3 and I'll collect blue doodles. So I'll put that in the blue side, and then we're down to 3. So we'll have to flip. And almost done. We're getting there. Come on. All right, almost. All right, now purple player's turn. Let's see. They're going to take secret notes. Nope, they don't want those. Those are the same. They will do... Can they do an L? Yeah, let's do an L. They'll do a homework, a detention, and a secret note, and they will do red doodles. Get some hearts and some cubes. They're taking a lot of red doodles. All right, now it's blue player's turn. They can do an L. No, they don't want to do an L. They'll just take all these. So they'll take the quiz, the field trip, and they'll take blue doodles so they can have a face and 3 hearts. Back to the teacher's pet. Before we do that, we'll flip the cards again. And this is going to be the last round because you only play 6. So everybody's going to get one more turn. And then we'll go to scoring, and I'll try to talk through scoring. I'm not going to mark it down on the card, but just want to at least show you how it works. All right, so it's teacher's pet's turn. They're going to take these 3 because they want to get some more letters, and they're going to do red doodles because there's the most symbols for red. Okay, so they're done. Purple will just do these 3, and they'll do red doodles as well, which is all they've been collecting, but that's fine. And then blue will flip so they can have some options. Almost. And done. And they're just going to take this diagonal pattern on the bell card, and they'll put it in, let's do the blue doodle side. So we'll do blue doodles for those. All right, so that's the end of the game. Now I'm going to walk through just this player's scoring, and I'll show you how that works. All right, so on this sheet, you can see here's one that I used in a previous game. So on this sheet, it's going to go down all the symbols and then each type of card, and then you're going to add up the points. So I'll go ahead and go through that. So these are blue. Blue. All right, so I'm going to get rid of all this so we can look at and see how the scoring works. So these are blue doodles. This one isn't a doodle, so that's fine. It doesn't have a blue. I got a lot of blue, nothing, and blue. And then we'll get red doodles. No red. All right. So here are all of our doodles. So if you look, what we're going to do is we're going to go down this scoring card, and we're going to start with hearts. We're going to look and see how many hearts they have across both colors of doodles. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, none over here. So they're going to compare with all the other players. If they have the most, they'll get 5 points. If they have the second most, they get 2. That's it. That's scoring. If there's ties, the rules for that is in the book, but that's how you're going to do it. So you're going to do that with all 5 of the shapes. Then what you're going to do is you're going to score quizzes. So quizzes are these yellow ones, the yellow cards. So let me get those out. And once you score the symbols are irrelevant now. So, all right. So quizzes are pretty straightforward. They're going to just be worth points. They're going to look like this, and they're going to have points at the bottom, and that's how many points you get. So they would mark up their quiz points. Take those to the side. Then they're going to do homework. You can see homework down there. So you'll get all your homework out. Let me get my homework out. All right, so they have 5 homeworks. They have 5 homeworks. So they're going to compare with everybody else. If they have the most, they get 6 points. If they have the second most, they get 3. Again, ties, you can find that in the rule book. So that's that. We'll keep those handy because those may come in later. Next, we have notes from friends. So let me show you those. So let me get all those out. Okay. All right, so the way these work is every unique set scores points. So let me start breaking down the sets. And a set just means different names. So, okay, so here's a set of 4 different people. So they get 12 points for that. Then they have another set of 2, which will give them 3 points. So that'll be 15 points for notes. Then we'll go to detentions. So detentions are worth 2 points unless you have the most. And then they're worth 0. In this case, they only have 1, which is probably not going to be the most, so they get 2 points. All right, and then we will go to field trips. According to this sheet, they don't have any field trips, so that's irrelevant. And then we go to report cards, which we also don't have any, so that's irrelevant too. And the signature is worthless without a field trip or a report card, so this card is worthless as well. Then you add up all your points, and whoever has the most points is the winner of the Trapper Keeper game. So that's how we play it. Let's go up to the top and see what we think about it. All right, so that was how you play the Trapper Keeper game. So let's just dive right in and start talking about it. So I just want to get this out up at the top. This is a super light set collection game. So if you have friends who aren't into board games or you don't play a ton of board games yourself, maybe look into this because the rules are really easy. It's really simple to play and it's quick. You can have this whole thing done. I played through a whole playthrough in 15 minutes. So you can play through this game in 15 to 20 minutes, 25 after scoring. That's not bad. All right, so that was just a disclaimer. But let me talk about some things I like. First thing, this packaging is amazing. It looks like an old school Trapper Keeper. I mean, come on, this is awesome. I know it's irrelevant, it's just a box, but that's super sweet. I also like these little things. So I'm going to say box and components. I also like these little fake Trapper Keepers, which is where you're keeping your cards. It's got the 2 pockets, like a 2-pocket notebook, which is pretty cool. Has the player aid, the scoring right here, what the doodles do right here, so you know what you're shooting for in this game. I like the cards too. The cards are silly, just like a parental signature, a field trip slip, homework that you doodled on because you were bored in class. It's just cool. It's cool. So components are cool. Rule book is nice. It taught me how to play the game. Everything that I needed to know was in there. It's laid out in an orderly fashion, and it kind of looks like a book that was covered with like a grocery bag, like back in the old school times, which is pretty neat. So I like that. What else can I say that I like? The positives. It's nothing but positive, really. So I'll go ahead and, with my disclaimer, I'll put that as a pro as well. And it's an easy to teach set collection game. So if you know people who aren't into board games, like I've already said, so I'm being a broken record. But if you know people who are into board games or aren't into board games and you want to play something with them, maybe bust this out because it's easy to play and easy to teach. So yeah, I don't have any negatives on this. Maybe it's too light, but that's my own personal preference. But that could be the only negative that I see. The game is fun. It takes you back into the 90s when everybody had Trapper Keepers. Takes you back into your junior high, early high school days where you're trying to write notes to your friends, and if you do bad on a report card, get your parent's signature, all that stuff. So yeah, if this game looks cool to you, I'll put a link to it in the video description, and you can go check it out and pick it up. And I think it's available at Target. I don't know if it's exclusively available there, but it's definitely available there. So yeah, that's Trapper Keeper. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.